Alright, so now that you know how you can build a team for your YouTube automation channel, hopefully you'll end up with a highly successful channel which you can then scale into more money, right? So if you know how to build one team and build one successful channel, why not build multiple so that you can make even more money? Building one team is somewhat easy once you know the steps. But how do you build multiple teams in your business or build a business that has a ton of people working on it? Surprisingly enough, it's pretty similar to what you would do in the first place, so when you built your first team. Where managing 3 people is somewhat easy, try managing 12 people at once. It's going to be much harder. Imagine waking up on a peaceful, quiet day, you've got 12 team members, all with all kinds of issues, messaging you and trying to get things done and stuff like that. It's much harder than just 3 people. Now because of that, you will need a slightly different business structure. I personally still like to do this the easiest way possible, and that's what I'm going to show you guys as well. So currently, as I told you guys in the intro as well, I've got over 10 people that are working inside my teams and on my channels. Yet none of these people work with me directly or have access to my contact information. So none of these people that are working inside my teams on my channels can actually send me a message with their problem. The reason for that is because I want to spend all of my time on actually growing the business instead of doing simple tasks that anyone can do. I don't want to fix small things in the business every single day, 24/7. That is not going to grow my business. So like I just said, imagine waking up, you've got a productive day ahead, and then you check your phone, you've got 24 messages from 7 different team members that all have a specific problem that you then need to go ahead and fix. That, in my opinion, is pretty annoying, because there goes your productive day. First of all, you now have to do all of that stuff so that they can continue their work, and only then can you continue with the important stuff that you have planned out on that specific day. So how do you actually deal with that? I did it by hiring a team manager. A team manager keeps in touch with the freelancers that work on your channel. If there's any issue, they simply go ahead and reach out to the team manager and he will then take care of it. Now this makes sure that the minor, unimportant issues don't even get to you, but they get fixed before it even reaches you in the first place. Now what's important here is that your team manager knows exactly what to do with what kind of issue. If your team manager knows exactly what you would do and how you would fix it, then he can actually do that himself and you don't need to spend any time doing that. I personally found that this is not someone that you can find right off the bat. It takes a bit more time than finding a scriptwriter or voiceover or a video editor or whatever content layer you need. However, once you find that person, it's going to pay off very well. At first, your team manager will start asking all kinds of questions because he is not used to fixing all of these problems and he wants to know what you would do in that specific situation. And then slowly but surely, the team manager will quickly start understanding how he can fix a specific issue. Once you reach that point, you don't even need to fix the issues yourself and you can let that person do it. You've now freed up your own time in your own business to do the important stuff. So instead of fixing a small issue, you can now think about strategies that will actually grow your channel, move your business forward, make more money, and all these kind of things. I highly recommend you do this as well. This is what my current structure looks like. So we've got a team. The team is actively working on a channel. They're making videos, they're writing scripts, doing the entire process. Then we've got the manager. So the team is reporting to the manager. If there's any issue, they'll reach out to the manager and not directly to me. The manager will then try and fix it, and he will also report back to me. So whenever something's happening or the videos have been done, stuff like that, he'll report it to me. Now this is very simple and the easiest structure that you can set up. However, it works. Instead of now having to reply and message 10 different people in my team, they simply report to one person and that one person then reports back to me. So instead of having 10 people to work with, I only have 1. Now you can pretty much continue to use this structure to build up 5 or even 10 channels. However, once you get to that point, it's going to be slightly different. At some point, you've got, let's say, 5 team managers, right? You will then still have 5 people that report to you. What you can then do is simply have these 5 team managers report to one YouTube channel growth manager, and that channel manager then reports back to you. So you can see that you can add all kinds of layers in your business in terms of reporting so that you don't have to be the one that reports to, let's say, 50 people or 100 people or whatsoever. It's kind of like a classic business structure. Now, all of this stuff really depends on how you would like to run your business. Do you want 100% control in your business? Well, then you kind of have to get more people reporting to you, or you still being active in a lot of stuff. However, I personally do not recommend doing this. This is actually one of the mistakes that I made myself while I started growing my business. So I had a lot of channels and all of the content was automated, yet I wanted to stay in control and I kept doing some thumbnails, some SEO here and there, some stuff here, you know? So I kept doing all of these little things, and together that added up to a lot of stuff that I had to remember myself to do in the first place, to focus on actually doing it, and I had all of these things going on. Now that led to me having to do a lot of stuff every single day for different kind of projects during the week, which got me confused. So because you're still involved in the active process that you can actually outsource in the first place, yes, you do have control. However, you'll end up in situations where you've got to fix some small things that don't really matter in your business. You got to do some tasks that you can easily outsource for, let's say, $10 per hour, meaning that you're active in all of these like little things in your business that do not allow you to grow. In my opinion, that is kind of holding you back from the important stuff that you need to be doing. Now, I know that's a hard thing to do, letting go of control. I know. You've been doing all of the work for the last couple of months, you actually succeeded in growing your channel, and now you're at a point where you probably think that you know exactly how this works and what you need to do, and there are probably not so many other people, or even zero, that know exactly how to do it. Now, I had the same issues. I was building up my channel since 2019, then in 2020 I started growing some channels. I had all of these daily processes and things that I knew how to do. Because of that, I kind of was like, okay, I could outsource it right now, but that person is not going to do it as well as I am, so I need to keep doing it. However, that is definitely not true. I'm telling you guys, trust me, there are always people that can do the exact same thing, and there are even better people out there. It's honestly just a mindset of letting go of the control and building up a business that can actually work for you instead of you that keeps doing all the simple work. However, if you do not want that full control and you want less people stealing your time every single day, then you would probably end up with managers and CEOs that can take care of all of that stuff, just like I've been doing the last couple of months. Now, the structure can be different for everyone and it kind of depends on what you're looking for. However, in general, here's what I like to do. First of all, you simply start off by building a team like I taught you in this course. So first of all, build up another team. This can be your second team, your third team, your fourth team. It doesn't matter, you always get back to the routine of setting up your team. Once you've got that team, you want to place them under a team manager or a YouTube manager. Now, a YouTube manager would be someone that actually knows how YouTube works and stuff like that. A team manager would kind of be that person as well, but they more focus on the processes and the stuff that's actually going on so that they actually deliver the work and things like that. They're kind of like people managers, and the YouTube manager is also someone that knows how to grow, how to upload and stuff like that. Now, you can easily place one manager on multiple teams. So if you found yourself a manager, which I'll also show you how to do, then you can put that manager on multiple teams, because that manager doesn't have to do work 24/7 all day around. No, there are only a couple of issues here and there, so that person can definitely manage multiple teams at once. So this way, you can build a lot of teams and still get them to work for you without actually staying in contact with all the teams on a daily basis. So how do you actually find a team manager? Well, you do it the exact same way that you would find a scriptwriter, a voiceover, a video editor. You're simply going to use Upwork, and we're going to do a job post. Now, on the Teachable page, I'll actually leave a step-by-step process that you can copy. I'll leave a template that you can actually post, just like with the scriptwriter and the voiceover, so that you can actually copy that exact same thing. You can use everything you've learned so far in terms of finding people. So take a look at their job success rate, their title on Upwork, where they're from, have they made money yet, all of that stuff. You can still use that when it comes to finding a team manager. What I do want you to keep in mind though is that a team manager is probably going to be a bit more rare than a voiceover or a scriptwriter. So it takes a bit more time to find the right person, and the keyword there is the right person. There are a lot of team managers out there, but this is a very important position in your business, because if this person doesn't know what to do, or you cannot train that person to know what to do, you're going to have a very hard time, because then all of your teams are in the hands of someone that cannot actually do the work. So this position is very important, and be very careful when hiring this position. But once again, I'll leave the entire document on the Teachable course page. You can simply copy and paste that to find these people. Then use the exact same hiring process that I've learned you guys so far in the course to actually hire them. I'm also going to show you this entire process when I'm actually going to build my own teams live at the end of this course, so don't worry about that. Now, after you've done that, it's time to choose a freelancer again. Now, for this position, I also recommend choosing someone that fits your current situation. Let's say that you've got 5 channels and you're making over $10,000 per month. It wouldn't make sense to hire the first best team manager that you can find for, let's say, $5 per hour. When I'm making 10K, I'd rather hire someone that knows exactly what they're doing, pay them, let's say, $500 per month, $1,000, whatever their price is, to know that they're actually very good, they're providing quality work, and I can actually put my business in their hands. Now, I don't mean that literally, of course. You are still the one in charge. However, you just need to make sure that that person knows exactly what to do and has some experience in this. Try and find someone that has experience running these channels or teams. Now, yes, once again, this might be a little bit more expensive. However, it is definitely worth it in the long run. This is a key position in your business that you need to rely on, and it's not some random scriptwriter or a voiceover that you can easily replace. Often I find that paying a bit more for this position is definitely worth it because you now can focus on the important stuff while that team manager takes care of all of the other stuff in your business in terms of managing your teams and getting the work delivered. Now, if you're not making, let's say, $10,000 per month, that is not an issue. It's more about choosing the right person and be willing to pay that little bit extra more money to actually get quality work. Now, if you got any questions about this, please leave them in the Facebook group and I'll actually help you out there with one-on-one advice because this can be different for everyone and it's a really important position. Now, we've already got a lot of team managers ready in our database with our team delivery service in case it's a better fit for you, but I'll mention that at the end of this course.